Hi, my name is Todd Sivia and I'm the owner of Sivia Law. Today we're going to talk about how to avoid the probate process. While probate is meant to streamline the division of assets and property, it's not a perfect process. It is always helpful to try to avoid probate, as this process can be costly due to estate taxes, court costs, filing fees, and many other costs. Probate can also be quite daunting and time-consuming. So what is probate? Probate is the term for a judicial process of administering a person's estate after their death. It calls for paying off debts, gathering all assets, and distributing any remaining assets according to an estate plan and the law. Here are 3 best ways to avoid the probate process. Number 1, make a living trust. Making a living trust is typically our preferred method in this office. What is a trust? A trust is a legal entity created by a trustor that allows a trustee to manage the trustor's property or assets for the benefit of the beneficiary. The trustor is still alive when the agreement is made. This agreement allows the trustor, or the person that is making the trust, to benefit from the trust during their lifetime. It then passes their assets on to the beneficiary when they die. It specifies a named trustee who will look after the estate and divide the assets. The trustee will also oversee all funeral costs, pay all any debts through the trust, and living trust can also either be revocable or irrevocable. Number 2, having joint property ownership. Joint property ownership means that more than one person owns a piece of property. A few types of joint property ownerships are joint tenancy. This type of property ownership works well with married couples. When one spouse passes away, the other inherits the property without probate. The third way to avoid probate is by naming beneficiaries on specific accounts. Naming beneficiaries on specific accounts is beneficial for those who do not own property or do not have a significant amount of assets to include in a living trust. Here are several types of accounts that allow a person to name a beneficiary when they are created, often in the forms of transfer upon deaths, also called TODs, or payable on deaths, called PODs. Typically, the accounts include retirement plans, bank accounts, IRA accounts, 401k plans, stocks, bonds, life insurance policies, and even real estate ownership. Naming a beneficiary must be done proactively, meaning accounts automatically assign spouses as the designated beneficiary. However, make sure that the spouse is the beneficiary. If you do not have a spouse or do not want them to be a beneficiary, some paperwork will be required to assign the desired beneficiary. To learn more about avoiding the probate process, feel free to contact us at the number below. Look forward to seeing you.